This is where the fun begins.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Say my name.
And here we go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Realish. I am Derrick.
Hey, and I'm Matt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just living life as always.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How about yourself, man?
Good, man. I'm just starving. That's it. That's it. It's we as you guys see, we are going to get into our feature presentation 2022 Michael Bay Ambulance film that came out this year. But real quick, is there anything that you got into this week that you watched?
Yeah. So I think so I binge watched all the Stranger Things. I finished the last episode yesterday.
What were your overall thoughts of it so far?
Yeah, it was good. The thing is, I forgot a lot of what happened in the first three seasons, given the the 3-year gap.
Yeah.
Between this and last season. So
yeah,
I didn't pick up on a lot of. I'm assuming there were like a few references. I mean, I remember certain scenes, but it was sort of difficult to have to remember like characters' names again. And sort of like what the previous season implied, moving forward. So, but nonetheless, it was good. A bit slow at times. I think that that's sort of what a lot of people fall victim to when you have to watch an hour-long episode, because you're sort of dealing with a ton of characters. Some storylines were less interesting than others, but Stranger Things is one of those shows where like you'd think like it's not great, but it's not bad. Like it is the definition of solid or good.
Yes.
It doesn't drive to be, or maybe they do, but like for me, it's not apparent to me that the show will dramatically improve in quality. I feel like it dipped a bit after season 1, but it still remained consistent, so to speak. Does that make sense?
No, it definitely does. I think first off, the issue of having to keep up with those seasons in between, because God, season 1 came out like 2016 or something like that.
2015.
15.
I want to say 2017 for season 2, and then 2019 for season 3.
Wild, man. That's wild.
Yeah, and I could be wrong about that though.
But there's a good YouTube channel that I just found for when I was trying to recap Ozark between I think season 3 and season 4. Man of Recaps. Look him up on YouTube, Man of Recaps, and free promo. So hey, you got it, bro. But he does an excellent job of being able to recap what took place, like the main plot points of the seasons prior. He does a great job of recapping those before whatever comes out. So I actually watched his recap for Ozark season 3, and then before I got into Stranger Things 4, I watched his recap of season 3, and it's significantly better than the recap that's on Netflix. Significantly better, because his recap is like 12-13 minutes long. So he's going to hit those little, those little fine points that have potential of being able to be brought up in the new season. So like beginning of season 4 of Stranger Things, you remember when those kids were looking for some substitute for Lucas in their Dungeons and Dragons club.
Oh, in season 4, right?
Yeah. I knew they were gonna go get his sister, Lucas's sister.
Yeah, you want to know what's crazy?
I knew they would get her.
That's the problem with going in blind, because
Yeah.
Honestly forgot about her. I
Yeah.
didn't watch any of the trailers because
Okay.
I actually didn't plan on watching this season. And then I was like, you know what? I'm in a very nerdy mood. I watched the first episodes of Kenobi. Let me watch
Oh
anything.
yeah. Okay.
Why
Okay.
not?
Okay.
I'm already in the mood,
Yeah.
but I went in blind. So
Okay.
I say, I'll probably remember stuff.
Yeah. It does not work that way,
No,
man.
does not work.
It does not
So
work. It sucks.
yeah, I'm like, Erica, I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely go watch his recaps, man, because
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna have
think
to.
I ended up having to subscribe because I already know there's gonna be something else that comes out that I need to recap on, and he does a really good job of hitting those fine points.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
So yeah,
I think I'm
season
familiar with his
four.
content.
Yeah, season four has actually been really good to me, viewing wise, even though it's been 3 years since the last season came out. It's been really good because I've been able to. I feel like I've been caught up already, and that's kind of how I felt going into Ozark, the new season of Ozark. It was really good. So because like that little 3 minute recap only gives you, God, it gives you just like the overarch uh 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 retelling, but it doesn't give you like those fine points. So you will go into, because they have the recap before the season starts, right? But you don't think about like different things that happen with Hop in season three. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't think about different things that happen to those kids. I forgot about uh oh my god, what's that kid's name? Um I forgot his name. But the kid that has the braces, you forget he has a girlfriend out in Utah or something like that, right? And they only talk over radio. Like it's hilarious, but
Yeah.
and like, I forgot what. Oh, I forgot that they had this song that they were singing in season three. The never
That is the
ending.
one thing I'll never forget.
Yeah,
Yeah, never ending story. That's the one thing I never forgot.
I completely forgot about that. So
Yeah.
like when they referenced it in season four because of his recap, I was like, oh, gotcha. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, because I forgot all about that. If they had just started singing that and I didn't, I just went to the season just to watch it. I'm what the hell's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Man of Recaps. That is a great YouTube channel if you guys ever need help remembering what happened in a previous series or season and don't want to go back and watch the whole thing just to remember it. That's a great way to catch up on this actual storyline that's going into the new season.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah. Let's see. I watched season. I'm sorry. I watched Stranger Things as well.
Nice.
But I'm not that far off with. I'm finishing it. It's just like maybe one more episode. But
Yeah. Let me tell you that twist.
Loved it.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Nah, I loved it though, man. It was really good. The nerd came out of me a little bit too, so I can appreciate that. But I don't think I watched anything else this week. Maybe I don't know.
It's been a fast week.
It's been a really fast week. This week has felt very weird, honestly, because
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch some other things, but I don't think I had the opportunity to watch anything else.
Yeah.
I was just looking forward to Stranger Things, honestly, and this was it's been a long time, but actually, what did you think about the formats of the episodes? Because I know they were like 78-minute long episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
Yeah, that was a weird choice. I feel like they were better off just delaying the season, the full season.
Really?
Only because for me, like I understand like the finale is 2.5 hours long, confirmed either by Duffer Brothers or Netflix. So we discussed this a bit before recording it, in that they clearly need a lot of probably get done with a lot of visual effects shots in post. So I'm assuming the episode was nowhere near completed yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
The problem is, it with there being 9 episodes, if they had ended, I'm a firm believer in, if they had ended episode 4 with episode 4 for part 1, and then picked up part 2, episode 5, I would have been perfectly fine with that.
Wait, what happened in episode 4?
Episode 4 was when Max was like possessed temporarily by
Gotcha.
etc.
Okay.
Now I know that would have been like a bit anticlimactic. There's a certain, I don't want to spoil it for you. In episode 7, there's a certain reveal, so to speak. I won't get too deep into it, obviously, because you haven't watched it yet. So I understand why they leave off there. It just feels a bit really unsatisfying. Maybe this is me being selfish, because I really want to see the last 2 episodes. So
yeah,
as you can see, I'm kind of like a bit divided. I understand the reasoning, but maybe they could have just done with less episodes for the first part and then do part 2 with, because like I said, there's an odd number, so I'd have to be 5, then 4, and then 5. It's how I would have done that.
Yeah. It didn't feel like they were. I know they were long episodes, right? But it didn't feel to be as long as they actually were.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, yeah, because I know they started talking about how this is going to be a longer. These episodes are going to be longer this season and all that stuff, and they definitely were. But I actually felt like it was, pacing wise, it was really good pace wise. I actually enjoyed it. I know Millie Brown actually just came out, who plays 11. She just came out, I want to say this week, and excuse me, it said that the season 4 cast was too big, and she wants to see the Duffer Brothers knock that down for season 5.
Yeah, like basically pull I think I had someone commented, or she said in an interview, like pull a Game of Thrones. So I don't know if there's a Game of Thrones kill off a lot of people.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Okay.
Game of Thrones. Look, you better not get emotionally attached to the character. I'll put it like that.
Oh, okay. So there's like basically just stay cold-hearted for the entire show. Gotcha.
It'll save you. It'll save you for sure. Because there. Oh my god. Yeah, there's one. The first one that I felt, and I won't tell you what episode it was, but there was one episode in the first season that when it happened, I was just like, yo, like what? Why would y'all do that? And it was my introduction into the show. I had never, I think I had just picked up the series in like 2016, something like that. So I was catching up as everybody was already like on season 3 or 4, I think, at that point.
Oh, you're like, I gotta speed this up.
So
go by fast. I don't want to get spoiled.
I had no choice but to catch up. So when they started whacking people off, I was like, Jesus. So I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, if you're gonna have this type of format where these episodes are 70 minutes minimum, it makes sense to have a bigger cast. It does, because the pace follows that format very well. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna shorten the cast down, then you have to shorten those episodes down for sure.
Yeah.
You cannot have 70 minutes per episode as these kids are just like wandering through the woods. Like, who wants to see that?
And that's the thing too, because like that's why I said, like, I think the Hawkins storyline is the most interesting out of everything else.
Yeah.
You know about 11's, right? At this point, like where she's at the point of the
I'm in episode 6. She's already in the
underground base, right? Is she in the underground base? Okay. So I won't go beyond that.
Yeah, it's just like that. Got there. She just got there in that episode.
That improves by episodes. Well, for me, anyways, that improved by the next episode.
Okay.
The whole like Mike in California thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just outright boring, to tell you the truth, because their entire purpose is to look. Well, you know what their purpose is, right? Like what they're doing.
Mike
and all them. Levin's boyfriend.
Oh no. I mean, well, where I left off
Yeah,
is
I want to be
Mike.
careful because I had trying to remember like where scenes took place, so I don't want to.
Mike and everybody else just went to Utah to meet the guy. What's
Susie.
the guy's name?
Okay, yeah.
Susie,
So you know, so
yeah.
you saw their house getting like broken into by those soldiers, right?
Yo, what was that about,
yeah,
man? Like,
because the general is in desperate need. I'm
that,
not sure if you.
that
I'm
dude did
sure
not do a good job of guarding those kids.
It's not even that, but the fact it was one shot.
Yeah.
I was like,
no, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I was
the way
like,
they shot that was
they're
amazing.
not, like, wait a minute, they're not cutting. They're still not
Yeah,
cutting.
yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of those kinds of shots. Something we'll discuss at a later point where they do a lot of sweeping shots.
They do.
Where they sort of, they pan to a character and then a cut, like a cut's initiated where like there's a dialogue exchange. I love that. Really, so the Duffer Brothers or whoever's directing the episodes have, are doing such a remarkable job. And it makes the show feel cinematic. So that's the aspect of the show I have always admired. Is their ability to present scenes in unique ways. Because a lot of people will just cut straight away, cut, constant cuts, etc. But there's actual purpose behind, what they do, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, no, I think they did a phenomenal job because that sweeping motion allows you to feel immersed in it, right?
Yeah,
and that's a thing you want to feel with this show. You want to feel like you're in like the battle with these kids, and that I can appreciate. I love the direction they're going with the show. Of course, like I said before, we'll do a whole review when the second part of season 2 comes out. But I love the direction that they're going, because I would rather, and I know season 5 is gonna be their last season, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
I would rather them cut it off at that point than to drag it on. Like,
me too.
I don't
even want spinoffs. This end it, even though I think they alluded to like, them wanting to continue the universe. It depends. It better be like a War for All character.
We'll see. And if they do a spinoff, my assumption is that we're going to get the story of one of the other kids that are that's been experimented on. Maybe that's my only thing, because I don't know how you continue the story as a spinoff with one of these other kids that's in this, so it would make sense that if you're gonna do it, and maybe some kid survived that initial explosion where 11 just kind of like killed everyone. Maybe there's a kid that survived or something like that, and
which was which was very brutal. I mean, to see the aftermath of, I was like, that's what amazes me too, is how it makes you feel mad about Marvel in a weird way.
How so?
Because they're getting away with a lot of gore, blood in a TV-14 rating.
Yeah,
and that's frustrating. Like, Marvel, you can do it. You don't have to show like full-fledged intestines, or I mean, like I said, like there are very like there's scenes where that made me like, whoa, really?
Yeah.
How'd you get away with that in this rating?
Yeah,
so,
you don't have to, like, this was like the very first time they showed Chrissy get folded up. I was like, what the hell is that?
And you see
that's
blood streaming from her eyes,
and
body's just discombobulated. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was cringing.
Yeah, it was horrifying.
I was cringing. I was
the same for Fred too. Fred
he had no shot.
Yeah, so
he had no shot of getting out of there.
Yeah, I love their balancing of tones, and to have more of a horror vibe. I think was
It
a nice
feels
direction to take. Sorry guys. I know
nah,
we're talking about Stranger Things a bunch,
nah.
but
It's good because it made me actually wish that they released this during Halloween instead of now.
yeah, because I think it's unfortunate because they released third season around this time of the year actually to
That
fit in
when
line with like the summer.
Well, that's the thing though. Like when I remember the series first coming out, it was that Halloween time.
And that's why I said they should have probably delayed it because it fits more in line with a
I like
Halloween
that.
feel.
I like that.
So yeah, because you postpone, you give them more time, to fix some visual effects shots. October release, instant success. I mean, regardless, Stranger Things is going to be a success. You can release it in January for no reason.
Yeah. Well, January is still,
You know what I mean?
for some reason, January still is that horror season because
Yeah,
it goes from like September to January, and I never understood that.
There's a weird dump off of very bad movies in January.
Yeah.
Because nobody watches movies in January. I honestly think, I could be wrong, but I feel like January is like the least successful month for movies.
I think so.
I feel like.
I think so. Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but that's what appears to me.
It's sometime early in the year because for some reason, they do dump off a lot of movies in that time.
Yeah, it's just random, and then they're unsuccessful. So I don't know if people just want to stay. I mean, it depends on where you live, but at least for me, I definitely want to go out and Buffalo weather to watch a poorly conceived horror movie or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but I would have loved it if this came out during the horror season. But I can tell why they wanted to release this. The movie takes place during the summer, spring break. I mean, that's a movie. The show takes place during spring break, and we're already going into summer, so I guess whatever. That doesn't line up, but it is what it is. I'm cool with it. But I love the feel of horror in the horror season, so I that's probably the only thing I would have changed with this so far. That's the only element. Yeah, I think what they've done is phenomenal.
Yeah,
that pace is amazing.
Yeah, definitely
amazing. But yeah, man, I don't think there's anything else that I watched. I'm not sure if you watched it. You said Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
How's that so far? I haven't gotten into it yet.
You know what? I'll wait to share my opinion. Okay. I think a lot of my thoughts are premature right now.
Okay.
So I think most of them can easily, once more episodes come out, it's probably going to change. So
okay.
Cause I think it's a bit too too raw. You know what I mean? Okay. So I don't want to speak out of turn and then I made a weird take in, and all of a sudden I was like, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that at all. So I'm sure it's 2 episodes, so I expect the show to improve in some aspects. But I love seeing Ewan McGregor back.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to see Hayden as Anakin, but it depends if they do flashbacks or something. I'm assuming they will. But
most likely.
We'll see. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be discussing the 2022 Michael Bay film Ambulance. So we'll be right back.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Dwayne from Past the Ox and Life's a Botch podcast. I'm coming to you with a real dope advertisement if you got a moment. Can we do that? Peep this. Yo, you tired of that uncomfortable feeling with your undergarments? You know what I'm talking about. Literally having to adjust so it gets real comfortable in between the real safe space, or maybe just wedgies from it just going underneath, you know what I mean? All that. Let's keep it in 100. Y'all know how I'm feeling. Y'all know how that feeling goes. Well, I want to introduce to you the ultimate solution coming from the #1 premium and fit athletic wear just for you. I'm talking about none other than Champ #1 Boxers. Champ #1 Boxers is a black-owned underwear brand, okay? They literally specify in giving you the most top-notch, high-quality, premium, adjustable and fittable and totally comfortable undergarment wear that is just for you. Not only is it something that you can wear, feel good in, feel confident in, and love, but it's also high-quality, feels good, and most importantly, it is definitely fashionable. Okay, comes in a different, wide variety of so many different styles and themes to these undergarments. Something to make you look good, feel good, and swag real good in the process. All right. So again, did I get to mention that this is also a Black-owned brand? It's a Black-owned brand, y'all. So if nothing else, definitely go support that 100%. So what I want to do is I want to tell you, head on over to OTS Media Co. on all social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. If you go over, you click the link in the bios, it'll take you straight to the Champ Number One Boxers website. You can check out all their styles, you can check out their bundle deals, you can check out why this brand exists, what it's all about, and trust me when I say you do not want to miss out on the types of opportunities going on right now on the site. Champ Number One Boxers. Make sure you do it for the champ in your life if you ain't already doing it for yourself, champ. All right? Champ Number One Boxers. Make sure you go cop those. All right? All right.
All right, hey guys, welcome back. And we are about to go ahead and discuss our feature presentation of today. It's going to be the Michael Bay film Ambulance, starring Yahya and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
It's sort of to cover the synopsis a bit. It's basically about these two brothers. One of which, played by Yahya, is looking to help pay his wife's medical bills, and decides to go on a heist to steal over $32 million. It turns out to go horribly wrong, as we will very much allude to, in this discussion. But yeah, all the groundwork is set up here. So I guess the most important question is, Derrick, how did you enjoy the movie? Is this the highest rated Michael Bay movie? So is that yeah. Do you agree, or where's the hold up in the Michael Bay filmography?
For me, because you also have to consider Bad Boys, right? I'm not mad at that. This has to be up there. Was End of Watch Michael Bay as well?
No, that was, oh my god, what is his name? He directed the Suicide Squad 2016.
David Ayer.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking that was Michael Bay. Okay, so that was gonna be included in my thought process. So never mind. Ambulance is definitely, it has to be up there with the top with his top films, because this didn't feel like I'm sorry. In certain aspects, it didn't feel like a Michael Bay film. In a lot of other ways, it did, especially with camera angles. In one of my favorite ones was this drone shot that we see as they're robbing the bank. Is this drone? I'm assuming it was a drone shot. He takes it and just like nosedives down the building, side of the building, to a character, which I'm thinking, oh, something's falling from the sky, about to crush him. But this is not Transformers, so I that was what led me to think that. Though he used a lot of drone shots in this movie, man. It was really extreme but good.
Yeah, I think sort of the tie into one of my positives was I do respect his I guess like experimental nature to doing as many drone shots as he did, because nobody in the industry is like Michael Bay, and I do respect him trying to achieve his films as practically as possible rather than relying on CGI.
Yeah.
Well, at least films that don't require them. I mean, look at Transformers. Unfortunately, I don't think Optimus Prime. I don't think Optimus Prime is roaming around the streets, right? So
nah, thank God.
Yeah, no, I think there are aspects to his filmmaking I respected, but I mean, we have to look at this, right? The staple of Michael Bay films.
Yes.
Low shots.
Yes.
Lens flares.
Yes.
Drone shots.
Yes.
And weird. Actually, he didn't do it so much in this film. I don't think. You can correct me if I'm wrong. he in a lot of his movies he has a tendency to change his aspect ratio.
Yeah, that and lighting.
And lighting, yeah, and lighting's very although and continuity issues.
Yeah.
As is prevalent in this film.
Yes.
But I found this movie so enjoyable to where I went to this film knowing what Michael Bay has done in the past. So I say, you know what, I'm just gonna forgive it. Let me just have a fun 2 hours, and the movie gave me that.
I can't lie, I forgot Michael Bay directed this film. I didn't because I like the beginning credits. Peacock was messing up, so I wasn't even focused on that. I was just trying to focus on trying to get everything fixed and so I could watch it. And it was playing, and I missed that credit at the beginning. To say that, so I'm not even thinking about Michael Bay. And then as is going on, I'm like, hold on, this is extreme. Oh yeah, Michael Bay did this. And I enjoyed it, man. I actually enjoyed it. Anytime you see Jake Gyllenhaal or Yahya Abdul-Mateen attached to a film, you know it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah,
that's the only thing you can put it.
Their dynamic was very interesting.
I liked it. Yeah,
interesting on screen. I think you can tell they were both having fun in their respective roles. Jake especially because a lot of his lines were, I assume, were purposely over the top.
Yeah.
But I think there was an intention behind it because Danny is Jake's character who's very unhinged and is sort of desperate to get things done in a certain manner, whereas Will or William, sort of has the underlying motivation of doing this heist for his wife,
right?
But also wants to go about things in a less chaotic way,
Yeah.
So there's a clear team dynamic, play out on screen, whether it means them having like physical exchanges or intense arguments, and then obviously seeing, I forget the actress's. I do know the actress's name, but I don't want to butcher the pronunciation. But basically, the paramedic who's in the ambulance for nearly the entire film.
I think it's Isa Gonzalez.
Yes, correct. That's the pronunciation, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I mean, this was just good fun.
It was.
To dumb it down, I wish I had something more substance to offer, but if you're looking, like I say, if you're looking just for 2 hours of escapism, Ambulance is the right film for you. It's I mean, this film is a bit long. I think this could have ended literally like 15 minutes earlier. But look, I had a chance to experience Michael Bay.
Yeah, well, see, there's a film. If you enjoyed this, there's a film that came out in the 90s called Heat that starred Robert De Niro. I think Val Kilmer was in there.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm gonna be
There, that movie to me, if I'm not mistaken, I think that has the longest shootout scene in film history.
Really?
Yeah, and then this started reminding me of that. I don't think this is. I mean, they got right into it. They didn't waste any time with action at all. I think we got like maybe 10 minutes apiece, and then everything else was chaos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this kind of reminded me of Heat a little bit, and that's actually a compliment in terms of how they did this, because if you've watched that, or I'll put it like this: if you like playing Grand Theft Auto and getting the police chases up to like 5 stars, that's what this film is.
Yeah, dial up by 11. Yeah, I mean, there is consistent action throughout the film. Continuity issues were present, such as like the severe lack of blood on characters. Like one scene, you have them drenched, and all of a sudden their clothes are completely dry again. Jake Gyllenhaal is sprayed by a fire extinguisher, and then literally the next scene is somehow like wipes everything off his clothes, his hair.
Wale, who's in this film as well as like a comedy relief. He played I don't know what his role was with the company, but he was the guy that was at the front desk that let Yahya in, or Will in, I should say, to go see Mike or Danny.
Oh yeah.
That lifted the wall up. There was continuity issues with him, because remember when he was watching the game on at the station.
That's when Danny called him. Yeah. I'll give you $10,000 to reach the spot. Yeah.
When he was standing up, because that's how I watch basketball games, like that kind of anticipation. But when he was standing up and he was yelling at the screen, he had no hat on. Then he goes to answer the phone. He has a hat on and the smiley face.
Oh my god!
And then
I love that.
And during the conversation, now the smiley face is over here. And I was like,
yeah,
what is going on, man?
That's what happens, because I feel like, well, how many cuts Michael Bay does in the scene? I feel like he says, stop. Okay, do it again.
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. It's weird. It's very odd. I don't know if that. I feel like Michael Bay is doing it intentionally, because he actually has a bunch of like self-referential stuff in this movie where like you have characters name dropping his movies. I think you mentioned The Rock with Nicolas Cage. And
yes.
I want to say they mentioned Pain and Gain at some point.
Did they?
Some of the dialogue was a bit difficult because, sorry guys, I'm not sure if you can hear disturbance. I have a dog downstairs, so she was barking up a bit when we weren't giving her attention. So I don't know if I didn't catch one of stuff like that. But I know Michael Bay said it in the interview that the reason why he put it in there was because a lot of the younger generation can quote his movies better than he can.
That's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
Pretty fun though.
I was laughing when they mentioned The Rock in it, but I was like, that's very interesting. But that makes more
sense.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like
okay.
No, but definitely the actor you mentioned, the one though, where like watching the football game, I was actually chuckling at a lot of his lines. He was like, "Damn, this guy's crazy."
Yeah.
Like he was saying things like that, So
yeah.
No, I mean,
he did a great job, and I think this is his debut as an actor.
Oh yeah, honestly, with the way he delivers some lines, I can see him becoming like a maybe a comedian. I'm not sure like what he does outside of
he's a rapper.
Is he a rapper? Hey, you know what?
Yeah, Wale
have those quick cameos.
Yeah,
comedic relief. Honestly, he can do. He did it very well. I thought he was like an actor.
Yeah, no, he did a great job.
He did solid.
Yeah, he did.
Like he had the most difficult thing in the world to do, but I actually laughed.
Oh yeah, no, I loved his part in this movie, and I was surprised because I didn't know he was in it at all.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was a rapper. So
yeah, oh man, love his music.
Awesome.
Definitely check it out if you get a chance. But yeah, he did a phenomenal job. I think Jake at this point in his career, he's one of those guys to me that if you see him on a movie, he is likely going to be deranged in some way, shape, or form. He loves playing these deranged roles.
Yeah,
and he does it so well that it makes sense for him. It does. Because this reminded me of Nightcrawler in terms of his obsession. Did you ever see that?
Trying to.
He was playing a reporter, going to these crime scenes.
Wait, why am I for? Oh, you're talking about Nightcrawler, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Succession.
No,
that's a TV show. I was like,
no,
he's in that too. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, no, that's actually one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, Nightcrawler. He did a phenomenal job in that, and that's what the obsession aspect of this film. That's what that actually reminded me of, how obsessed he was with
Catching the Perfect,
just everything.
News. He's a sociopath. He's a definition of a sociopath.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me actually worry for Jake himself, but as an actor, when you're watching his stuff, it produces amazing content.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
but
I think he did a great job. Yahya is becoming one of those guys that you see him in a movie, you have to go see. Like if you see him attached to a project, you're looking at him, okay, this is gonna be good. This is at least some element is gonna be good, because I think he's still in that stage of his career where he's just kind of like he's still maturing as an actor, and I think you can somewhat see that, but I have a bad taste in my mouth with some of his stuff now because of The Matrix, and I it's no fault of his own.
Yeah.
but because of the Matrix Resurrections, I'm looking. I'm
still
kind of just like God.
yeah. Sort of one of the last things I want to say before obviously we conclude is I had a chance to watch the sequels, the 2 sequels, and then Resurrections actually. So I was doing a lot of that.
Watch that. We got to talk about it.
And then Resurrections. I if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't want to send the hate.
You what?
No, I couldn't get. I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't. I couldn't. Because your face was like. I was trying to say the Resurrection is my favorite movie in the franchise.
Oh man, I thought you were about to go that way. I was that okay.
Dude, your face. Oh my god, your face. You're like, man. What?
Yeah,
like, you're trying to like smile. You're like, what?
Because I'm trying not to be rude.
No, I didn't watch them yet, but I'm definitely going to at some point.
Yeah, please do.
Please have like a larger conversation at some point, but
please do.
Yeah, no, but to go, but to go back to Ambulance, I think, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure really what else we can. Like I said, it's just a straight action movie, so it's not like
it really is.
And stuff, so.
Yeah, the story is not that well developed in terms of like having layers to it. It's just
so
what you see is what you get.
Yeah, exactly, and nothing wrong with that at all. Really,
I'm not mad at it though, man. I'm not mad at it because there's a place for those type of films. These type of films have their place, and I think this is one of those films that if you have nothing to do on like a Friday night. You just kind of like want to chill and watch something with your significant other. This is a good one. Or if you just had nothing to watch on a Saturday, Saturdays and Sundays can sometimes get a little boring. Yeah. This is definitely one of those that will pump life into that day. Yeah, I actually thought it was a good movie. I don't have much of a complaint. I laughed, especially like remember that one scene where that guy threw that grenade launcher and hit his own man. And he went through the windshield. Jake was like, "Get the fuck out my car!"
Did they ever fix that window?
I think.
Was there a scene when they did? Because if they didn't, that's not a continuity issue.
Wait, hold on.
I don't remember because I know they went to like.
They did. I know they went to the hospital.
I know because I know they switched car. Wait, they only that
was the same truck. That was the same ambulance.
Yeah, wait a minute. They spray painted the truck green.
Yeah.
But they didn't go into another car ambulance. They were just using ambulances as distractions.
Yes.
And if that scene happened,
you talking about the guy that went through the windshield?
Or was that when they were escaping the father? That wasn't escaping the father actually. But I don't remember seeing. I don't remember seeing the.
But that was after they spray painted the ambulance.
Yeah. Well, anyways, kind of an issue.
I do want to go back and check that because if they were at the hospital with a new windshield, then that is an issue.
Also, the bullet hole that was shown a lot of wasn't there. I noticed it. It wasn't there last time. But listen, it is what it is. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go straight into it. I'm gonna give my final rating. Please do. Just a straight 3. I was actually tempted to give it a 3.5 because I really I had a fun time, and as someone who's like always like critical, look, at the end, this film can be perceived as terrible by a lot of people. I understand it, but I had straight fun. I might watch it again. But how about yourself? What was
I might actually give it a 4, bro.
Okay.
It wasn't good in terms of the story. I mean, it was cool. Yeah. I will say if my brother and I, this would never happen because my brother's not a thief. But if my brother did to me what Danny did to Will, I'm telling you right now, I'm ratting on him. Like I'm going to say my brother kidnapped me and held me hostage, and that's exactly why I am a part of this situation. And there's no way that I did anything to deserve this. I don't need to be a part of this. My wife is waiting for me. Gets you out of trouble, right? Especially the fact that he's killing it. So I'm giving it a 4. I liked it. It's a cool watch for sure. But yeah, man, I don't think I have much else to add to that.
Yeah. So I guess this is where we wrap up. So
yes, sir.
you can find me over at Matt_T29. You can find me. You can find me at what I just said on Instagram. As always, thank you for the support you have shown us. Keep giving us feedback. Hit that subscribe button. And hit the notification bell. For obviously for not only for our podcast, but for the various others we have on this platform. And I know Derrick will obviously give it all the details of where you can find us on social media platforms.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow me at Derrick_OTS DERRICK. But more so importantly, follow the brand otsmediaco.com. I'm sorry, at OTS Media Co. All social media platforms. OTS Media on YouTube, otsmedia.com. Check out the website, all the articles, other shows that we have on there as well. But please leave a rating, review, hit that like button on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe, and notification bell. But if you're listening on any podcast platform, please give us a rating and review. Let us know what you guys think, especially if you want us to watch a different show or movie. Let us know what you guys want us to cover next. But thank you guys for watching and or listening, and we will catch you guys next week. Take it easy.